5, we have been looking at tenses. We have looked at the present simple tense already. Now again here is another tense which is called past simple tense. I want you to master those tenses because some other lessons to come will be rotating around the tenses that we are having. So make sure that you understand them very well. So let's talk about the past simple tense. In this word past simple tense, or these words here, the past simple tense, I can maybe underline the word past. So this word past means something has already taken place. It has already happened. So we are now going to look at it by saying that the past simple tense describes actions that happened. Use the word took place and use occurred sometime back. Actions that happened or occurred sometime back can be described using the past simple tense because of the word past. That is why I'm saying sometime back. Now, this past simple tense here commonly uses two major adverbs of time. The first adverb of time is last and then yesterday. That is why in lower primary we always refer to it as yesterday tense. Then up this way we start building it so that it can no longer be called yesterday tense. We can call it past simple tense because we have some other adverbs of time which are not yesterday. We can talk about last. For example, if something happened last week. So last week does not mean yesterday. That is why here we no longer call it yesterday tense. What about if something happened last year? Is it still yesterday? It is not yesterday. For that reason, therefore, we call it past simple tense. Okay. So these are the common adverbs of time. In most cases, they simplify sentences, especially where they say use the correct form of the word given in brackets to complete the sentence. They will always give you the adverbs of time to show you that that verb given in brackets is supposed to be written in all past simple form. Okay. Now, since we have said that we are referring to actions that happened sometime back, we have what we call main verbs. Main verbs. Now, these main verbs are grouped into two. We have what we call regular verbs, and then we have what we call irregular verbs. Now, in these regular verbs, under past simple tense, regular verbs change with the ed. Regular verbs change with the ed. For example, look at the verb play. Look at the verb dance. Look at the verb work, etc. So these are called irregular verbs because they form their past simple forms with the ed. This one here. So here it is now going to change from play to played. It is going to change from dance to danced. This one is going to change from walk to walked. So play, played. Played means now something happened sometime back. Dance, danced means sometime back. Walk, walked still means sometime back. Then what we call irregular verbs. Irregular verbs. Now these irregular verbs, they form their past simple forms by changing either the vowels or remaining unchanged. They don't change at all. They either change the vowels or do not change at all. Examples. The verb eat. Now this verb eat forms its past simple by changing the vowels. Now eat will change to ate. Clear? Look at the verb sing. This one will change also the vowels and it becomes now so. So ate sometime back. So sometime back. So these ones which change the vowels or do not change at all are called irregular verbs. Maybe we can look at those ones which do not change at all. We can talk about the verb put. Do we need to say putted? No, that one is wrong. So this one is supposed to remain what? Put. We have verbs like bust. This one remains bust. And this one here is tough. People always say busted. Please, it is supposed to remain what? Bust. So now these are the ones we call irregular verbs. So regular verbs are those that form their past simple form with the ed here. Examples are here: play, dance, walk, and so forth. Then we have these irregular verbs. Those ones which form their past simple by either changing the vowels or not changing at all. I have given you examples of those which change the vowels, like eat changes to ate, see changes to saw. We have even other verbs like bite. This one changes to beat. We have verbs like run. This one changes to that one. So please make sure that you answer the given activity following these rules, because the whole activity is all about this. Look at the given examples and answer the given activity. I thank you for being good listeners.